Busy educators, welcome to Tech Time for Educators, where we're short on time but big on tech ideas. My name is Kathy Jenkins, and I will be your host for this show. I'm a music teacher from Wheelersburg, Ohio, and I'm currently working on my master's degree in classroom technology from Bowling Green State University. I'm creating this video series as part of my final capstone presentation and hope that educators will get a better grasp of technology and utilize it as an excellent tool in the classroom in just a few minutes of time. In today's quick episode, we're going to talk about another great site called Powtoon. This site takes the power of PowerPoint slides and cartoons for a fun, inventive way to present material. We'll provide 4 practical tips to integrate it into your classroom in just a few minutes, saving you time and boosting student learning. The 4 tips I want to talk about today are Powtoon from the beginning, finding your template and what's available, let's do some editing, and Powtoon in your classroom. So let's get started. Basically, Powtoon is an animation software for creating animated presentations and animated explainer videos. I was first introduced to this site during my master's program, and I feel like it could be a fun way to introduce yourself to your students at the beginning of the year, as well as many other ways. Now, this program is super easy to get started. Just like most of these educational sites, they have an easy sign up process. Once you've signed in, it will ask a few questions to help personalize what you might need. Those questions include whether it's for personal needs, nonprofit, education, or business. Now, obviously, I chose education. It then asked if I was a student teacher or an administrator and whether I worked at a K-12 building or higher education. Once you've completed that, then it's time to get started. Powtoon is free to use for basic features, such as creating, uploading, and sharing animated presentations. It also includes a lot of templates to work from. The only thing that the free version will include is the Powtoon logo in your presentations. Now, paid versions start at $15 a month. That's for the light, $40 for the professional, and it goes up to $125 a month for businesses. The packages include more as you pay more, and the professional and business versions will also include some AI software as well. Now, I'm going to be using the free version today, and if you like what you see, you can always buy it for yourself or talk to your admin about purchasing it for your school. With this free version, you are limited to the length of your video. They say 3 minutes, but from my experience and what I'm going to show you today, we're going to make a video that's less than a minute long and a lot of fun. Now, as you can see, my home screen has basic functions and also recommendations based upon my profile. There are several templates to choose from, or you can try your hand and build one from scratch. Now, when I'm starting out with a new program, I always start with a template because it's normally pretty easy to customize, and I get a little bit braver as I go, and it just helps me learn the program. So today we're going to work through an introduction of Powtoon that you can show your students at the beginning of the year. Find the right template. Today, I want to show you how to create an introduction video that you can show your kids on the first day of school. Most of you see a whole new group of students every year. I'm a music teacher, so the only new students I get in are students that transfer in or my kindergarten class. However, it always is fun to do that introduction class where maybe you'll talk about what you did this summer, or if you do need to introduce yourself, this is a perfect place to do that. So here is the home screen. And you can go over here and create from scratch. Now, we talked about this earlier. If you are one of those creative people that works really well with creating things from scratch, go for it. I like to go to templates and see what I can find. Now, up here at the top, there is a search engine, and you can filter anything. Now, When I first signed into this as a first timer, it gave me the premium content for a few days. But I'm going to go ahead and filter all the free stuff down here at the bottom just because I told you that you can use this site for free and it's still really good. Now, as I scroll down through here, you will see several different things. We can search all templates. We can do marketing, sales, internet comms, learning and development, HR, consulting. And as I look through here, we'll talk about a few of these other ones that you can actually use in your classroom with your students. Here's a teacher introduction one, which is not bad, but the one I want to go with today is going to be this Get Hired. And the reason I want to do that is it's got the cartoon look I'm looking for, and I'm going to customize it to where it becomes an introduction video. So if I click this little button here, or if I just click on the picture, it will show the video. I don't know how the sound's going to go. It makes it video here that you can look at. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to go straight into edit in the studio. And before we get into our editing segment, I do want you to notice that these look a lot like PowerPoint or Google Slides, where all your slides are here on the left and you can scroll down through them. And then all of your editing buttons are on the right. And that brings us to our next segment. And let's edit. All right, let's talk about editing. So, as I said in the previous segment, here is your screen for editing version. It's got all your slides on the left and all of your tools on the right. So, let's start by looking at our different tools that are along the side. We have background. This one, you can change the background color to whatever you would like. If you want to go into some of the premium pictures, they do have a lot of different things. If you wanted to do a brick wall, you could easily do that. Pretty, pretty straightforward. We're going to go back to that purple. Might be a little bit different of a purple, but that's okay. Next is your text. You can change the design. You can add a title. The way this goes is down here you have your play segment so that you can see where everything is and what it looks like as you play it through. You can play just the slide, which would look like this. And we know that obviously we need to change this to be our name. So we're just going to double click it, we'll put in Mrs. Jenkins, so that way it's customized to me, and then I can move on to the next slide. But I wanted to go through all of these little editing tools before we show you my finished product here in a moment. The characters, this is a pretty neat thing. You can have different types. Now, obviously, the only ones that are in the free are the marker ones. And there's a man, and you can see all of his different positions that you can put him in. And then there's the woman. I accidentally put her in there. We can always delete her. But if you scroll over the woman, you'll see that she has different poses as well. And we'll use that. We'll see those later. I do like, they do have sketching ones where you have moving characters. There are sketching outlines. There's these young experts. These are kind of neat. They're like little stick figures and they'll wave at you. You even have the children ones down here that you can enter in an image of your child's face or maybe a student's face at school. If they're doing a project, they can put their own face in there. I do kind of wish that there were some children options in the marker category, but there's not. And then there's the MULI ones, and they move as well, which is kind of neat, and they have a whole bunch of different, things that you can do. Next is props, and this is probably what you're thinking it is you've got your free props, and they've got all kinds of images. At any time, you can go up here to the search bar and see what all and search a specific item. We have shapes. I like these. You have overlays that you can put in, maybe some arrows. X marks the spot. We have shapes that you can add in, media frames. You can even upload graphs and charts. Images is what you can guess. You can upload your own image here. Same with video. They do have some video footage that you can add, some audio, and some specials. And these are just like labels and stickers that you can add in. You can get pixelated items if you want to show video games. There's holiday ones, and then there's character ones as well. Something else in the props, if I remember correctly, we'll close this out. There is a place, I believe, under props where you can do voice bubbles and such like that. So these are some of the basic edits that you can do. Whatever you need to do to make it yours. I'm going to show you mine here. I changed this one, obviously, Mrs. Jenkins, and it's not going to show it from the beginning. It says I'm your music teacher. I added some stars in here so you can watch it play. I'm excited for a new year. I've got stars and everything that I added in there. I can customize it and put, what I love doing. And then I love these slides in my spare time. And I can take any of these slides and I can take this picture out and delete it. And I can put in a different one. I can flip it if I want. I can spin it around just like most editing features in programs. And you can, everything just like in Canva can move around. So if I didn't want this right here and I wanted it here, I could do that as well. Here's where I put in some extra characters and I put in a guide to show that my husband, and again, they didn't have any children ones in the marker one. So I just made a smaller version of me because my daughter looks exactly like me. And then now let's get to music and I can end it there. And if I want to watch the entire thing, I just go up to the beginning and I hit play. I bring this to the beginning and I hit this play button and it will play through all of your slides. And that is the editing segment of this video. Next up is going to be segment 3. And let's talk about other I'm sorry, we are in segment 3. Segment 4, we're going to go to Powtoon in your classroom and how you can use it with your students this school year. And I just want to show you some of the other templates that you could use in your classroom to help present new material and how your students can present projects in a fun and creative way. This site offers templates for timelines that could be great for a history teacher. It lets you add images and dates with ease. Another template is the 5 quick facts one. There are several of them through here. There's even some educational ones. There's a Mission Impossible one. But the 5 quick facts ones, this example uses facts about the Earth. It actually includes videos and images to get points across. If I wanted to add a segment to an assignment I had created for my students where I wanted them to watch a short Powtoon with information, they could easily go to that link, watch the assignment, or watch the Powtoon, come back and return to their questions. A music teacher might use Powtoon to announce the musical they could be performing that year, or you can even announce a big trip to your family. There are even templates for creating professional development videos to keep attendees more excited to be sitting in a meeting. As professionals, Powtoons are a great way to market information in a new, innovative way. But what about our students? How can they use Powtoon? Some of the ways you could use Powtoon with your students would be to encourage them to create their own Powtoon to introduce themselves, or you can make it into a fun research project activity where they have to do a presentation with all the information they've gathered in a fun and unique way. Book reports can be fun again. The possibilities are limitless. I encourage you to spend time on this site. There is so much to do, so get out there and create something new. Have you tried using Powtoon in your classroom? Share your tips and tricks in the comments below. And from time-saving tips to tech breakthroughs, Tech Time for Teachers, making education a breeze. Don't forget, even the most high-tech teacher needs a human touch. So keep on rocking. Until next time.